The washer and dryer?
Not at all. Not at all.
What is going on, everybody? It's BroncoJuggalo in the house, and my special guest today, Mr. Horrific Nightmares JM.
What's up, everybody?
This is a collaboration video we decided to do, or live stream, I should say. We are going to rank all of the James Bond films. Both he and I are big James Bond fans, and we decided that's something we wanted to do.
Yep.
When I started my channel, the first video I intended on doing was actually a James Bond ranking. And
Really?
I realized at that point in time how hard that video would be to do.
Indeed.
So that's why I'm doing it as a live stream instead.
Yeah, mine went through, I don't know how many rewrites until I finally got the list that I was comfortable with.
Yep. And you know what's funny is I've been watching since we did those lists.
Yeah.
And I almost want to change some of them, but I'm just going to leave them the way they are.
Me too. Me too.
What's going on, everybody, in the chat so far? There's 5 people watching, it says, but there's 2 people in the chat. So hello, everybody.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Eric Griffin and Lauren's Collections.
Oh, very cool. Very cool. Yeah. This was a tough list to do for me. And I guess we should probably preface it by saying that we actually like all of the James Bond films. So
Yep.
It's not like there's none that we don't like. And
Right.
also, we're also not including the Casino Royale with Peter Sellers.
Yeah, we're not doing the TV movie Casino Royale, Peter Sellers, even though it's not, I mean, it's not a good one, honestly. It's not that good. And they almost went comedic with it, but it's not bad.
Yeah, it's not bad.
So
I own it. You do as well.
yeah, I own it as well, but we're not putting that in. But we are going to be including Never Say Never Again, which is the unofficial official James Bond movie, because it was not done by the production company that does all the other James Bonds, but it does have Sean Connery in it.
Indeed.
Hi, Jennifer.
And it came
How are
out
you?
at the same time as Octopussy, I believe.
Yep, the exact same day. Jennifer, I got your package right here. It's heading out to you tomorrow morning.
She's in the chat.
Yep, she's in the chat.
Hi, Jen.
Congratulations again on that win. Hey, Raiders, how's it going?
Very cool.
So overall, like you said, Jay, we both like every single one of the James Bonds. There's not a movie in there I don't like.
Very much so.
Did you watch my find video yet today that I just put up?
I haven't.
I actually found a James Bond video cassette that I bought.
Did you really?
Yeah. Now every time I go to the store, there's actually lots of James Bonds.
Yeah.
And I've just passed them over. I figure, you know, if I do decide I want to collect them, I'll get them because they're all over the place. I find them everywhere. But the one that I found today that I thought I picked up because I thought it was cool, it was a making of behind the scenes of Goldfinger.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
So,
yeah, that's really awesome. Yeah, and I got that videotape last weekend. The James Bond
trailers, or yeah.
Still haven't watched it yet.
Cool.
Yeah.
I also found you a video today or yesterday, which I did show in the movie this time, or I did show in the video.
Uh-oh.
It's still sealed too. So I got that for you. Yeah, I found one for you that's still sealed. I thought that was cool. Can't say how good the movie is, but I think you'll like it.
I do like stupid movies. I haven't watched Dave's review of Doom Room yet.
Wait, Dave put up a review of Doom Room? Oh wait, yes, he did. I watched that a couple weeks ago. I remember. Yeah, he did like a week or so ago, something like that.
No, he just put it up today.
Wait, are you sure?
Yeah.
I thought
I watched it last night. And
okay, maybe it was just his unboxing where he talked about it. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't seen it then.
It was interesting. Did you get that one too, Brad?
I did. I did. In fact, I was
Okay.
looking at it. I was looking at it over here on the shelf, thinking about reviewing it. And then, as my wife pointed out, I already recorded my review for Slashback Saturday this week,
Did you
this
really?
upcoming week. I've already got it recorded. I recorded it right before doing this.
Oh, okay.
My wife was sitting here and she pulls the very top movie off of my Wild Eye collection, and she's like, "You could have did this one, Bloody Scum." I didn't even
Yeah.
think to look at the. Well, I was going to look at them, but I did. I was just going through Shudder last night.
Right.
Hey Eric, what's going on, brother? Last Venom 76 in the house.
What's up, Eric?
Amy's autopsy report in the house. What up, Amy?
All right. What's up, Amy?
Amy doesn't know anything about James Bond, and neither does Eric, except for Eric played the shit out of GoldenEye. Me too.
Okay.
I love that game. I love me some GoldenEye. Come on over, Eric. I got it on Super Nintendo, old school. Get down on that. The fuck was I going to say? What the hell was I talking about?
I have no idea.
Oh, Flashback. Yeah.
Oh,
But
okay.
yeah, I
All
didn't
right.
even. I was gonna look through my collection and see what movies I had with blood in the title,
Right.
and you'd think that would be a really easy thing to find, right?
Right.
But actually, it's a little tougher than I thought. At
I know
least for
one
what's
right
in my
away.
collection. Yeah, but I've done it probably.
Yeah. If you did the Friday the 13th
Mhm.
series, yeah.
Yeah, I already did it. So,
Yeah, I
um,
watched one yesterday.
well, I was sitting there. I was going through Shutter yesterday, just looking at Shutter, seeing what was in there, right?
Right.
I was like, well, I wonder how many blood titles are in here, and I only found 3 titles with the word blood in it
Really?
on all the movies they have.
What did they have?
One is the house that dripped blood.
The Dorm to Drip Blood?
No, this one's called the house that dripped blood,
Okay.
and I
All
don't
right.
think it's the same movie. I read the thing. I was like, that doesn't sound like the movie Jason was talking about.
It's a good movie.
So, and then there was another one. Some I don't remember what it was called, but then the one I'm doing, and I read the description. I was like, oh, I want to check this out. So I watched it, and I am that's the movie I'm going to do.
Really?
Yeah, I'll give you a hint. It comes from it's 1963 is when it came out.
Ooh. Hmm. I have to think about that one.
Yeah.
Hmm. All right.
So, anyways,
Yeah.
as to the subject at hand, or I'm sorry, go ahead, Jason. Go ahead.
The House that Drip Blood is actually an anthology. It's very good too. If you get a chance,
Yes,
you should watch it.
and
Yeah.
it's a Hammer film,
Yeah. Hmm.
and it has Peter Cushing and Christopher Lee in it.
Yep.
And I thought about watching it, but I was like, well, it's an anthology. It may have 1 or 2 segments as a slasher, but is that really a whole slasher film? No.
It's been a while since I saw it. I don't remember if it does or doesn't, to be honest. It might.
Yes, Eric, it does. On the nose.
All right, you ready to get started?
Yes, sir, I am. You know what's really gonna suck though, because I like I said, just like you did, I brought up my James Bond movies. I didn't
Yeah.
bring them up. I pulled them off the shelf.
Right.
I'm gonna have to put all these motherfuckers back in order when I'm
Yeah.
done.
Yep. Me too. Me too.
That's gonna be the bitch right there.
Now, the only ones that I will not be showing are, of course, Doctor No and Spectre, because I had to climb over a bunch of stuff in order to get to them, and I wasn't about that today. So,
I'll show them off for you.
okay.
So, well, you are the guest, sir. So let's start with you. And like I said, hopefully, maybe we can figure out a way I can port this over to you or something,
Yeah.
and you can maybe get it even uploaded onto your channel. We'll see. So that way, it's on
Uh,
both of our channels.
well, so far, James Bond has had 25 films, including the Never Say Never Again, which you may or may not consider a James Bond film. I do,
I
because
do.
it has Sean Connery and he plays James Bond. But my number 25, which is my least favorite, is Die Another Day. I do like Pierce Brosnan. I like all of these movies, but it's my least favorite because of the gruesome start, and I didn't really care for the whole ice thing that much.
I thought it was cool.
Yeah. Although Halle Berry was in it, so it's kind of hard to argue with that. But yeah.
There is actually one of those hotels.
Yeah.
And I want to actually go and stay in that. That would be cool. You know what I mean?
It'd be cold.
Right. Well, I wondered about that because they say it's not. I knew somebody that stayed in one in like Alaska or something.
Right.
And they say it's not. It's not. I think I was like, really? I wonder how.
I'm sure they have to make it comfortable for everyone. So.
Yeah, I don't know if they like chemically treat it or what.
I have no idea.
Oh, sorry. My eye is like messing with me. So my number 25, and a lot of people may find this to be sacrilegious because it is one of the Connery films, and that is Diamonds Are Forever. It's a good movie. Just it's the one I got into the least, I think. I just, and I really think Connery was done with Bond at the time, and you can kind of tell.
Yeah, I do agree with it. Yeah.
But that is my number 25.
Decent film. There's some aspects of it that I do like, but yeah, I have to agree with you. But yeah. So number 24.
Go ahead, Jason. Hello, Art of Horror. How are you today?
Hey, what's happening, Art of Horror? My 24 is probably going to be a bit controversial, but it's From Russia with Love.
Yep.
Now, Robert Shaw is awesome. I like him as the villain, but this movie is so long and so, in my opinion, drawn out that it kind of gets to the point where it puts me to sleep. I don't think I've watched the film probably about 10 times, but I fall asleep in it most of the time. So, but I have seen the whole thing. But yeah, that's From Russia with Love.
Sorry, guys. My eyes are really bothering me for some reason. Feels like I got shit in them.
You don't want that. You'll get pink eye.
My number 24 is Moonraker.
Oh.
I did not really like the Jaws falling in love storyline. And I also just thought that why did they bring Jaws back when it had nothing to do with this particular movie? Like it's a totally different bad guy and everything.
Yeah.
And then I also just kind of felt that Moonraker, they actually like differed so far from the book on this movie. Like the laser battles and stuff like that. None of that's in the book. In fact, James Bond never even gets into space in the book.
Well, they had to capitalize Star Wars somehow. So yeah. Yeah.
So but yeah, that's my number 24 is Moonraker. I thought this one was just like, even though a lot of people say Octopussy, I thought this was the silliest of the Bonds.
Yeah. All right. We have number 23 is.
Don't get me wrong, Eric. It's good. I'm sorry, Jason. I didn't mean to interrupt you. Okay. He just said that he thought Moonraker looked like it would be really cool. It's a good movie. They're all good movies. I like them all, but it's just my, at the bottom of the list.
Yeah.
Sorry, Jason.
That's okay. My 23rd is the bastard child of James Bond, which would be Never Say Never Again.
Mm-hmm.
I actually do like the film. It's grown on me. I actually didn't like it as much when I was younger, but it has kind of grown on me. I mean, it does have Kim Basinger in it, but it's just a little too. They try a little too much with the video games and the tech and stuff like that. It just kind of irritates me after a while. But
right.
Still like it though. I don't watch it as much as the rest, but I do like it.
And the very interesting story behind that movie is that the very first film that they were going to put out in the James Bond franchise was not supposed to be Dr. No. It was supposed to be Thunderball. Thunderball was supposed to be the first film.
Really?
But they had already written, they had already gotten the script and everything. They were just about to start production on Thunderball when the guy who helped write the script, not the book, he helped write the script.
Right.
He jumped in and decided he didn't like the way they did it, so he sued them and he caught it all up into legal stuff, so they couldn't do Thunderball, so they did Dr. No instead.
Right.
Well, he did end up partially winning his lawsuit, where he got to use the name and rights of Thunderball as well as they did. So they eventually released Thunderball, which became the fourth James Bond movie. And
Right.
he went out while Connery was upset at Salzer and Broccoli. Those are the producers of the movies.
Right.
He was upset at them, and this guy called him up while they were doing the Moore movie, Octopussy. He calls him up and he's like, "Hey, I'm going to do this James Bond movie. You want to come do it?" And he's like, "Sure, I'll do it. I'll be in it." And that's the story of how we got those two going head to head in the box office.
Right. Different companies and everything. So.
Yep. So, okay, so that was your number. That was 23, right?
Right.
Alrighty. My number 23 is. Oh, shit. I'm dropping them. There's too many. My number 23 is A View to Kill.
Oh.
I like this movie. I really like the bad guy in this movie. I like the henchwoman. What's her name? Sunday? I just forgot.
Grace Jones?
Friday?
Mayday?
Yeah. Not the actress, but Mayday. Mayday. I'm sorry, Sunday. The hell am I thinking? Mayday. I like Mayday in the movie. I even like the chick from that 70s show in the movie. I forgot her name just right now.
Right.
She's kind of breathy, kind of ditzy, but she is in that 70s show too.
Yeah.
That's okay. But she was hot, so hey,
Yeah.
Sean.
Hey, Sean.
Yeah, so that's my number 23 is A View to Kill. Honestly, this was Roger Moore's last movie. He was getting a bit older. He looks a bit older.
Yeah, definitely.
And he was just, I think that's kind of why he still had the pizzazz. He still had the, the smoothness, the flair, but you could just tell he was kind of getting done again.
Yeah. He was moving pretty slow.
Yep.
At that time.
That's my number 23.
Let's see. My number 22 is probably also going to be a shocker, but it is You Only Live Twice. This is besides From Russia with Love, and I love Donald Pleasance, don't get me wrong, but I just find this movie a little on the boring side. I do love the word sports. Yeah, it's a good one, but yeah, it's one of the ones I watch the least, but I do love Donald Pleasance in it.
Hi, Sean. Hey, Joe. Sean says that he was, or no, Joe says he was Roger Less at that point.
Yeah.
And then Sean says that he doesn't know why everybody hates on it. He loves that one.
What's that? You Only Live Twice?
I'm not sure if he means, Sean, which one do you mean? Okay, yes. Wait. No, he said that one's his least of his favorite Connery Bonds. So I'm assuming he meant A View to Kill.
Oh, I love A View to a Kill.
Yeah. Or not A View to a Kill. Yeah, A View to a Kill. Yeah. But yeah, okay, so that you're number 22. See, it's even hard to keep track of where we are on this.
Yeah, I got a little notebook right here that I'm writing everything down on. So
my number 22 is one I know you don't agree on, and I almost moved it when I watched it again the other day. I almost moved it, but I didn't. Dr. No.
Oh.
Now, what kills me about this is in my bottom 5, there are 2. Actually, no, there are 3. I'm sorry, there are 3 Connery Bonds in my bottom 5.
Me too.
So you would think that Connery is like my least favorite, but that's not the case. Connery is actually I would say tied for first, but he's kind of become my second favorite Bond.
Yeah.
But I don't think that with A View to a Kill, they weren't really into the character yet.
Yeah.
Like Connery did good. Connery did well, but they didn't really know what to really do with him yet. And I think they were trying to figure it out. And I'm kind of glad they did this one before Thunderball because I really like Thunderball more. And so I'm glad that they did Thunderball as not the first movie.
Yeah.
The tank thing, the tank thing. How could anybody think that was a
Love
dragon?
that thing. Yeah. They said it was a dragon.
Yeah. The other thing with it is that oh, we were talking about this the other day, Jason. The opening thing, it did have the opening thing, the gun thing. It
Yeah.
is there,
No.
but it's not Connery in it. It's some other guy. It's a
Yeah.
stuntman or something. He's wearing a hat, right?
Right.
Well, they finally did after this one. They did one with Connery, but they let the hat on him, even though he never wears a hat in the movies.
Right.
So I always thought that was weird.
All right. My number 20, 21,
Yep, 21.
21 is George Lazenby,
Oh,
One Her Majesty's Secret Service. I know.
I'm actually a big fan of that one, and I like George Lazenby.
I love the story. I think the story is top notch. I love Telly Savalas in it. I think he is great in this. But George Lazenby, he just didn't do it for me. As the movie goes along, I think he gets more. He gets a little bit better as James Bond, but yeah, yeah, definitely. That's.
A lot of people say that he was bland. I thought he was a smooth Bond. I liked him. I thought he was good.
I just thought his acting was terrible. Yeah. Oh, James Bond. It's like, okay, alrighty then.
Yeah, I really like the. I really like the. Like you said, the story in the movie too is. It's just a good movie.
And it ends on such a downer. I love
Yes, like one of the best endings in the franchise, in my opinion.
that.
When he's sitting there looking at her in the car after, I was like, oh man. I was like, I'm gonna
That's tough.
cry.
We got all the time in the world.
Hello, X Star. Welcome to the stream.
Hey.
Sean says he really likes that one. Jason can't see the chat today, guys, so I'm trying to relay to him everything you guys are saying when I can.
I'm technologically insufficient today.
Sean says it's the best ending, and he really thought it was cool seeing the other side of Bond.
Yes, I do agree with that, and but it's just George Lazenby just kind of it's just bad.
I know some people would. I thought he did a good job, but maybe it's because I look at it a little differently. I don't try to compare each Bond to the last, but
right.
It's hard to do.
Yeah, definitely. Which we're actually going to be doing. We're actually going to be ranking the Bonds when we're done.
Yes, we are. We are going to do that when we're finished. My number 21 is Never Say Never Again.
Understandable.
No, I like the movie. It's not bad. It is just a remake of Thunderball. But they did change it to where he's an older Bond who's coming out of retirement.
Right.
And yeah, it was good and I enjoy it and I'm really glad to have it. You know how much this fucking cost?
Really?
When I bought this movie, it was $40.
Are you kidding?
Yeah, I don't know what it's going for right now, but when I bought this, it cost me $40 to get this in my collection.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
Yeah, it's not very well. There's not a lot of them.
I'll have to tell my story when the time comes, but because that's part of the story as well. That didn't come in the original Bonds packages that they sold with the video DVDs. So.
Which one? Say that again. I'm sorry. What didn't come with it?
Never Say Never Again.
What? Oh yeah. It doesn't come with the collections. Yeah.
So of course you had to go buy that separate, but I'll tell that story when the time's right. My next one, my number 20, is The World Is Not Enough, and that's a shame too because Denise Richards is in it, and of course she's gorgeous. And the story to me was just kind of bland.
It is a little bit. I like the action, and I really like that train thing that they ride on or whatever. I thought that
Yeah.
was cool. And like you said, Denise Richards is hot.
Yes.
Dave just sent me a message saying he'll be here soon. He's eating dinner.
Okay. Cool.
Do I think Hugh Jackman would be a good James Bond? I don't know. I
think he might
really
be
don't know. I'd have to see him. Yeah, I'd have to see him like do something in like a, put him in a James Bond suit and just deliver a couple lines. Let me see.
Yeah.
I'm not
And
sure.
then have him look like Wolverine.
Yeah, that's the thing is I've got him. He's Wolverine to me, at least.
Yeah.
So.
Yep.
Which one's the most over the top ridiculous one? Sean, if you want to do your ranking, if you got it ready, brother, I'll put you in the chat right now. You can throw it up. Sean says we inspired him to do a ranking. Sean, we're only on number 21 here. You can give your last four, and then I'll put you in right now if you want in.
20. We're at 20.
Yeah, we're at number 20. We're about to be. Yeah. Oh, dang it. I didn't send this.
To what?
I put Goodnight Lauren's Collections earlier, and now she's going to think I ignored her. And because you were talking, I didn't want to interrupt you, so I put it in the chat, and I forgot to hit enter. So.
All right, what's your number 20?
Okay, my number 20 is one of the newer films, and that is Quantum of Solace. I really, really like this movie. I do not like the idea of Idris Elba as Bond, and I'll tell you why. But people are going to say I'm racist or something, which is not the case. You can't just change a character like that. I'm sorry, you can't.
Yeah.
That's just my opinion of it. I don't think you should change major characters like that. James Bond, I'm sorry to say, is a white dude. You can't just change him to be black. It doesn't work that way. So unfortunately, no, I don't want to see Idris Elba as Bond.
He's a terrific actor, though. I mean, he's a wonderful actor.
He's an okay actor, I guess. I didn't like him in Dark Tower. I thought he really let me down.
That wasn't exactly the greatest movie either. So, yeah. But I mean,
that's also done some really good work that I don't see. See, it is a big deal to me because I'm tired of them changing characters. I don't like them messing with established characters. He says it's not a big deal to him. It is to me, but because it's like, and it's not just that. They made Catwoman bi or gay or whatever. I didn't like that. They tried to change things about his backstory. I didn't like that. You can't just fuck with established characters. It just bothers me when they do that. If they want to do that, if they want to make gay characters or blah, 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 or whatever, fine. Make new ones. Don't fuck with the ones we already have. Or do it to minor characters that nobody cares about, like Nick Fury. Well, they care about him now, but I mean, come on, to the masses, nobody gave a shit about Nick Fury. To the masses, not to you, Jason. But anyways, yes, number 20 is, I don't know how Brad Dourif would be a good Bond, but okay. Number 20 for me is Quantum of Solace. I really like this movie. It's a great action film, but it lacks to me, because it is kind of a revenge film, though. This is the most revenge film in the movie, in the series. And that includes The Living Daylights, in my opinion, which is a revenge film. Right. But this is the most revenge of the revenge films for Bond. And like on the back here, it says the perfect Bond film, but he doesn't really act like Bond. He just acts like any other guy that's out to kick some ass, Right. So that's just my opinion, though. Just my opinion.
Yeah. All right. Number 19 is actually one I didn't feel like climbing over stuff to get, and that is going to be Spectre. I do like Spectre.
There you go. Yeah. Spectre.
I like Spectre. I've only seen it like 3 or 4 times now. So I think as it goes along and I watch it more, I think I'll fall more in love with it. But yeah, as of right now, it's only 19. So it's a good, and I like Christoph Waltz in it. I think he's great. But yeah.
All right, I'm going to yell at my children. There's something stuck to my Spectre case right there.
Oh, no.
On the slipcover, no less.
Uh-oh.
Bugs me. It's
Number
funny.
19.
I only have the last two on Blu-ray. Oh no, that's not true. I got a few of the others on Blu-ray that I picked up here and there.
Yeah, you have you already shoot Diamonds Are Forever. That's
Yeah, that was on Blu-ray.
Yeah.
It kills me because when I was collecting the Bond DVDs, when I was really going out to find every single one,
Right.
I started buying them all, and then right then and there, that's about the time that Quantum of Solace came out, and they started releasing those collections. I was like, "Are you fucking serious?"
Right.
Because I mean, it didn't matter to me which versions I had. I just wanted the movies, you know.
Right.
And then they started releasing those collections. I was like, "Really? I just bought all these movies separately, and you just released it for the price I paid for one of them. Thanks." You know. Okay, so my number 19 is your number 25. Die Another Day.
Yeah.
I like this movie a lot more than most people do. I think it's good. I have fun with it. It's a lot of fun to me, and it reminded me of the Roger Moore Bonds.
Really?
Little campy, you know, in some points.
Yeah.
Sean
Yeah.
says he'll join. You want to bring Sean in?
Yeah. Bring him in.
He's gonna have to rattle off his top. Let me see here, Sean. Sean, I don't have your email address, so Sean, I'm gonna put it in our messenger that I have with you.
And Sean is a Bond fan.
Yeah.
So that is awesome.
All right, Sean. It is in the messenger. I'll get your email too sooner or later, so I can have it stored in the invites thing. Jennifer says she has to cook dinner for her kids. She will see us later. Thank you very much, Jennifer. I appreciate you coming by.
What you making?
Warwick. All right, X Star. Now you're just trying to be funny. Warwick Davis is James Bond.
There you go. Doesn't want to do violent things anymore.
I do hope everybody understands where I'm coming from with that. I'm not trying. I just don't like it when they mess with characters like that. It bothers me.
Yeah.
It's like, make up your own shit. Don't try to rewrite what's already been done. And one of my buddies told me, well, it never says in the books that he's white. Yes, it does. And it's not even that. When okay, all right. Do you know who thought Dr. No, who hated Dr. No?
Who?
Ian Fleming.
That's not surprising.
He hated the movie Dr. No. He thought that they totally ruined his work. But the one thing he loved about it, the one thing he liked, was Connery. So in the following novels that he was writing, because he wasn't finished yet, he changed James Bond's appearance to match Connery's.
Yep.
So that is the actual canon look for James Bond. You know, that's what I'm trying to say here. If James Bond was a character that I didn't care about or anything else, or, you know, something else that didn't matter, like, okay, perfect example. Felix Leiter. Okay.
Yeah.
Felix Leiter was played by a string of white guys.
Right.
And then bam, they made him black in the new ones. Cool. I didn't mind. I thought the guy did a good job and I didn't care. M was a man. Bernard Shaw played M in every single James Bond film until GoldenEye. And they changed it to a woman, Judi Dench, marvelous job, didn't care. There's a reason for that. M is a code name, but it's also not a code name. It's their initials. But I didn't care. It was cool, you know? Those characters were not such a big deal to me that it matters. Moneypenny is now black. I don't care, you know? But you just can't fuck with the main character like that. I just don't like that. You know? I don't want to see Shaft white. I don't, you know?
Yeah, that's true.
I just hope people understand where I'm coming from with that. All right, Eric, we'll see you here in a little bit, hopefully. Eric's got to go. The reason I'm talking instead of giving my next film is I was waiting on Sean.
Yeah, there we go. What's up, Sean?
Hello. Sean, are you there? You there, Sean?
Here he is. Hey, Sean, what's up, man?
What's up, man?
Okay, there you go.
How's it going?
Not too bad, brother. You?
We got some James Bondage to do, man.
I'm here.
You got some technical difficulties going there, buddy?
Can you hear me all right?
Yeah, I can also hear an
Yeah.
echo. Who's got the stream on?
Not me.
What's going on, guys?
Not much, buddy. You?
Well, it's kind of...
I could dig a spinoff. Amy. That would be kind of cool. I mean, yeah, there's nothing that says you couldn't have a spinoff. They did with Ocean's 8. It was fine. I didn't mind that at all,
That would be pretty cool.
Hey, Cadaver, what's going on, brother? What up, Ben?
Hey, Ben. All right, what you got for 25 through 19? 19. Sean, yeah, 25 through 19.
So you want me to read off my picks for that?
Yeah.
Yeah, then we'll just continue from, I guess, 18. Yeah.
Sean, do you still have the chat on? Or do you still have the stream on?
I don't have it on.
No, I'm hearing it somewhere.
Let me check. Maybe I do.
Daisy Ridley as Jane Bond. That would be cool. I wouldn't mind that. You don't have to take that message back. I wouldn't mind. I like Daisy Ridley. I think she's done a good job in Star Wars. Hey, Venom, what's going on, Sal?
So, guys, you want me to give you my 25 to 19?
Yes, sir.
I'll just do it. I'll just try to be quick about it.
Okay.
So, the bottom of the barrel for me is Moonraker.
Ooh.
Out.
It's so freaking campy. I can't take it. And Quantum of Solace would be my 24.
Ooh.
I think that's the worst of the Daniel Craig Bonds.
You're hurting Jason's feelings over here.
I know you're killing me, man.
Sorry. 23 is The World Is Not Enough.
Okay. We were
I think
close on
that's the worst, like the most over the top campy ass one from Pierce Brosnan.
Mm-hmm.
22 would be GoldenEye, Pierce Brosnan.
Are you serious?
Wow.
Oh man.
21 is.
All right, Sean, you're out of the
I'm
chat.
I'm not a fan of.
I'm just playing. Wow.
I'm not a fan of Pierce Brosnan movies.
That's okay, brother.
Yeah.
And the next one is, guess what? Tomorrow Never Dies.
Ooh.
Which one did you say? I'm sorry. What did you say, Sean?
Tomorrow Never Dies.
Tomorrow Never Dies.
Tomorrow Never Dies? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Hey, good night, Amy. You have a good night.
Good night, Amy.
All right, and my number 20 is License to Kill.
Ooh.
Ouch. That's a tough one for me.
With Timothy
Man,
Dalton.
he's raking you over the
Timothy
coals.
Dalton, yeah.
Yeah, he's really killing you, but he's only halfway
Yeah.
me.
Woo.
And so we're at 19 right now, is that right?
18.
Yep. Yeah, we're at 18. So
So my 19 was Octopussy.
Oh,
Yeah.
right in the heart. Oh, you got me. Oh, I love that movie. Oh, you got me, Sean.
Oh, I got plenty of Roger Moore ones that are up there on the top, so don't worry.
I just have a thing for Octopussy. I love the crocodile sub.
Yeah, I do too. I love the crocodile.
That's funny.
It's so long and so boring sometimes. It's just.
You mean you don't like it when he swings through the jungle going, oh,
I think it's great, but I don't know.
It's so campy.
All right, Jason, what's
I
your
love
number?
the name though. The name is the best thing about it.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed.
Jason, what's your number 18?
It's going to be Diamonds Are Forever, which I actually consider to be the Disco Bond.
Disco Bond.
It's okay. There's aspects of it I do like, but it's just not great. And I'm not a big.
I agree.
I don't like the Blofeld that's in that one that much.
Yeah, I didn't like him as much.
Yeah, he's not as good.
Yeah,
I mean, it's kind of one of those iconic roles in a way that it'd be like somebody else playing Dr. Loomis, you know?
right.
Donald Pleasance did such a good job as Blofeld.
I agree. He's the best part of You Only Live Twice, in my opinion.
I really like that movie. I like the Japanese setting. I like Tiger.
I totally agree with that.
And I like the girls in that one.
I just don't like the volcano and all that. I don't know. Just something about it. Something about it. What's your number 18 there, Bronco?
My number 18 is License to Kill.
Ooh, Dagger.
You had it pretty low too.
Well, it's only I like this movie a lot. It's just from here up, it's like I love these movies so much. It's so hard to rank these. And
Yeah.
The Living Daylights is a bit higher on my list actually. But this one, yeah, License to Kill is my number 18.
What do you got, Sean?
My number 18 is Spectre.
Yeah,
Spectre?
yeah. That was my number 19. So we were pretty close.
Oh yeah.
I really love Spectre. I like Spectre a lot.
I do too. I just don't think I've seen it enough to really, for it to be in my love sort of James Bond sort of thing.
Right.
And it is a bit
Hey,
slow.
Crankbait, how's it going, brother?
So, all right, where are we at? Number 17.
I'm glad to see some. I'm glad to see some of my favorites haven't been said yet.
All mine have been ripped to shreds. Number 17 is Octopussy for me. We were pretty close, Sean. We were real close on that one.
Yeah.
For me, it's now I saw it in the theaters twice. Don't ask me how I made it through that movie twice in the theaters without falling asleep. But I don't know. I love the crocodile and the whole swinging of the Tarzan thing. I love all that stuff, but it's just a mediocre Bond movie. I'm not really hip on the setting and the fact that they had the Maud Adams in there. I think that's the second time she's been a Bond girl.
Yes, she is. In fact, I was just about to say that she's the only person to play a Bond girl twice.
Right.
Yeah, that's right.
But yeah, Bronco.
It pains me to do it, but my number 9, or what are we on? 17. Yeah.
17. Yeah.
My number 17 is From Russia with Love. I love this movie. It's a lot of fun, but I don't know. There's something about it that just puts it lower than the rest of them.
It's just so slow. It's very slow.
It is slow. Yeah.
What do you got, Sean?
I think okay, so number 17 for me is Die Another Day.
Oh,
Close on
okay.
that. You and Bronco were real close on that one.
That's actually my favorite of the Pierce Brosnan ones. I actually like that one.
Really?
I loved Brosnan as Bond. I thought he was the closest to Connery.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
smooth.
Yeah, and I really liked Halle Berry, you know.
Yeah, he was really good in that. Yeah, that's my least favorite of his though.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see. Number 6.
Good night, X Star. You have a good night.
Night. It's going to be The Living Daylights.
Oh.
While I do
Right
like
in
this film, I do like the film, but it is my least favorite of the Timothy Dalton ones. And I just think it's a little too long. I do like the mean-spiritedness of it, but yeah, it's just, to me, it's just, it overplays it's a little too long. It overstays its welcome a little bit.
I wish we would have gotten more Dalton films.
Yeah, you and me both.
I think we're kind of robbed that we only have 2 to choose from.
But not more George Lazenby.
Yeah, I thought this was a far superior one.
What's that, Sean?
I thought it was a lot better than License to Kill.
Really?
Yeah. My opinion. I actually saw that in theaters.
Mhm. All right, number 16 there, Jason.
I already gave mine. It's your
What was
turn.
Oh, is it my turn?
Living Daylights.
Okay, that was your 16? All right. Let's see. Mine is, as soon as I find it here. It pains me almost to do this, but mine is For Your Eyes Only.
Ooh.
I really like this one.
I'm with you, Jason, on that.
It's something that they kind of redo a couple times in the movies. They did this again, and I always said that Tomorrow Never Dies, I think. Wait, no, not Tomorrow. Yeah, Tomorrow Never Dies. Kind of a remake of this. I'll be right back, guys.
Okay.
I'm just going to mute. Go ahead. I'm just going to mute.
What do you got, Sean?
All right, so we're at number
16.
16.
Yeah.
Diamonds Are Forever.
Yeah.
Still a solid Connery Bond, but like you said, it did drag on too much.
Yeah. One thing I did like about that though was where they actually buried the guy and they hid stuff in his coffin, which I thought was pretty cool.
Yeah,
Not the first time they've done it, but you know, I always thought that was pretty neat. But
definitely.
all right, let's see. Number 15? Yeah, 15 is Tomorrow Never Dies. I love Michelle Yeoh.
Wow.
I think she's a great Bond girl. I love the whole thing with the subs and everything. It's just a fantastic movie in my opinion. And Controlling the Media is kind of but it's one I tend to revisit a little bit more than some of the other ones. So
my favorite part about it was definitely Michelle Yeoh did make a great Bond girl.
definitely. She kicks major butt in that movie.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I thought Michelle Yeoh was awesome in that movie.
Yeah.
In fact, Jason, that is also my number 15.
Yeah.
Tomorrow Never Dies is my number 15, and I find that funny because, like I said, it is basically Tomorrow Never Dies is a remake of For Your Eyes Only, which is my number 16.
Right.
So I actually like the remake a little better than the original.
We going for the trifecta, Sean?
Plus Michelle Yeoh knows kung fu.
Yeah. What you got for number 15?
That always helps.
Yeah.
For me, it's Skyfall.
Ooh.
Oh,
Yeah.
ouch. Sean,
Yeah.
you're
Did
killing
that one.
me. That's like one of the best fucking movies in the franchise.
I'm not too far away from you there, Sean. I'm not too far. But yeah.
Well, I might not be as big a Daniel Craig fan as you guys.
Yeah, that's
Well,
true.
But we'll see.
I really like Daniel Craig, but I think for me it's the story in that one, and also the death of Judi Dench. It's just so. It's probably the best screenplay in the bunch.
Yeah.
It's just so good.
All right, let's see. Number 14. I'm about to ruin Sean's day. My number 14 is The Man with the Golden Gun. I was about to ruin Sean's day with that one.
Yeah. I love that one too.
Oh, it was way down on my list for a while, but I really like it though. It's pretty cool. But actually, interesting story about this one. What's that?
Christopher Lee is Scaramanga. Come on.
I know. Well, the funny thing about this, I got
and you got the dude from Fantasy Island.
Nick Nack.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I love that guy.
I actually had to go out and buy this separate because I bought all three of the sets at Big Lots, right? On Black Friday. This was years ago. And this, for some reason, this wouldn't work. So I actually had to go out and buy this off of eBay separately because I would have had to take back the whole set and they didn't have another one. So, yeah.
Right.
But
I actually have to buy that one separately. That is one of the couple. I only have two that I don't have that by themselves that I bought the collection just to save time and money.
Yeah.
So
I got this one right here.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, that's a good one. The Roger Moore collection, the whole thing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
What's in that, John?
Good stuff. What's that?
Does that have all the Roger Moore James Bonds in there?
Well, this is volume 1. There's 2 of them. This one has Live and Let Die,
right?
The Man with the Golden Gun, and The Spy Who Loved Me.
Oh, that's cool. Very cool.
Yeah.
Sean, I actually have the exact same collection, just I don't have that slipcase with it.
Oh, that's cool, dude.
My Walmart didn't have it.
That's really cool.
Nice.
Yeah, and the two that I don't have are The Man with the Golden Gun and The Spy Who Loved Me. Those are the only two I need to buy on the by themselves.
Yeah.
But my next one, my number where are we on? Number
14.
14. My number 14 is George Lazenby in On Her Majesty's Secret Service. I really love this movie.
Nice.
But it is my number 14. Yeah, I just have a lot of fun with this one.
You guys will probably be shocked where I put that.
No, probably not. I was shocked where you put Goldeneye.
Or maybe you won't. So who else? Jason?
What's that? Oh no, I already went. It's 14 to you, Sean.
All right, so 14 for me is You Only Live Twice.
Yeah. Yeah, I can get
and
that.
that's mainly because of Donald Pleasance as Blofeld, you know?
Yeah.
That's what I like about it.
It's a good movie, though.
That's such a classic villain, and he does such a great job. as the character.
He was the best Blofeld. There's no doubt about that. In my opinion, anyway. But
Hello, fact feature. That is a great James Bond film right there, guaranteed.
yeah.
Bantam, your internet connection's always dying.
All right, let's see. My number 13 is going to be Thunderball. This is a movie for me that I absolutely love, but it does drag in a few parts. And trying to think of the part, the whole thing with the plane on the bottom, with the net over it. I don't know. I just kind of didn't buy it. But
Jason, we're twinses again because that is also my number 13.
yeah, all right, that's 2.
Thunderball is my number 13. It the whole thing with the net on the bottom of the ocean, yeah, I was like, whatever.
Yeah.
For me, I know that, and I know it shouldn't, but what killed me in this one, honestly, and this is like a James Bond staple that everybody loves. But what killed me in this one was the rocket pack.
Yeah. Okay.
It was funny though. It makes me laugh.
I think it's cool, but I hated the helmet he was wearing.
It looks so bad today.
It's dated. Yes.
Talk
it is.
about dated.
So, what's your number 14 or
Well,
what's your number 13, Sean?
Guess what? Thunderball.
Oh, we have a trifecta. There we go.
Oh,
Thunderball is
first
my
time.
number 13 too.
Wow.
Trifecta.
Oh, that's cool.
That'll never happen again.
Probably not.
I know.
All right. Let's see. Number 12. A View to a Kill.
Mm.
Yes, he's
At least
old.
you have a little more love for it.
Yeah. He's really old with this one. There's no doubt about that. And the girl is Tanya Roberts, Brad.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, from Charlie's Angels.
Yeah, I forgot her name. I couldn't remember her name. I was like, what the hell's her name?
But he's old in this one, but I don't know.
Sheena,
There's so
you
many
see
things I like
Sheena?
about it. Christopher Walken is a great villain in this one.
Christopher
Absolutely.
Walken's really
Yeah.
good, but like I swear, every character he plays is the same. He has that Bronx fucking accent that he can't kick no matter what. You know, I swear, you almost think like Robert De Niro was coming around the corner whenever he talks. You know?
That's his staple, though. What about you, dude?
I guess that's true in a way.
My number 13, my number 12. I'm sorry, my number 12 is Octopussy.
Ooh.
I love Octopussy, but just not as
it's
high up
pretty
as some of the others. I love him in the monkey suit. That's just the fucking best.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Jet-powered rickshaw. That's a good one.
That's definitely one of the campier. It's definitely one of the campier ones
Yeah,
for sure.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Sean, what you got?
From Russia with Love is my number 12.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah. I think
Wow.
I think that's one of the better Connery ones. I mean, in my opinion,
It's a
I
good
enjoyed
movie,
it.
but it just drags for me. That's all.
Hmm.
I have trouble getting through that one for some reason.
Yeah, I would have to agree. It is a little slow moving.
Oh, and he does wear a hat in that one, Brad.
Yeah, just for like, it's part of his disguise though. It's not like his like look. You know what I mean?
True, but he does wear a hat though.
Yeah.
Well, like what you were saying before, he actually does wear a hat in Dr. No too at the beginning.
Yep.
I could be Blofeld.
Blofeld.
Yeah. Oh, you need a little cat in there.
Yeah, and a monocle.
Pet the cat, you know.
Scar.
Yeah.
Mm.
Dr. Evil.
Right.
You know, without Blofeld, we wouldn't have Dr. Evil.
Yeah, right. All right. I think it's you, Sean. Or did you just go?
So my number 11 is For Your Eyes Only.
Ooh. We're
I
very
like
close.
that one because it did get a little more back into serious mode, you know?
Mm.
And I like seeing that side to Roger Moore.
Yeah.
And I absolutely love the theme song. That's my favorite theme song by Sheena Easton. Beautifully sung by her.
Really? That's cool.
It's got some good action too.
Oh.
And, yeah,
I'll always
got
love
some
the
great action
Goldfinger
too in the
song.
ski scene.
Yeah, me too.
I love when he does the parachute thing with the Britain flag on there.
That's something I never understood. It's like, wait, you're supposed to be a secret spy. You're supposed to be undercover. Why you got the freaking British flag on everything?
Yeah.
He does it twice in that movie too, on the submarine thing too.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
All right, Bronco. I think you and I. Let's see. My number 11 is Skyfall.
Oh man, he killed me.
Yeah. It's a great movie. But yeah, just not as great as the top 10 for me.
Man, you're killing me.
What do you got, man?
My
Yeah,
number
I
11
agree.
is The World Is Not Enough.
Ooh.
I really like this one. I like Pierce Brosnan. Growing up, Brosnan was my Bond. Brosnan was my Bond. So I thought he was the best Bond ever. I liked him. I thought Connery was old. I thought Moore was old. He was my Bond. But that's when I was growing up. So,
Well,
yeah,
Sean's and mine was Roger
that's
Moore.
me.
That was our generation. Was
Right.
Roger Moore.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All
I
right.
remember though watching Remington Steele because I used to watch that show Remington Steele with Pierce Brosnan. I used to think that, wow, he'd make a good James Bond someday. You know?
Yep.
There was an entire collection of Remington Steel VHSs and clamshells at the dollar store the other or at the Bethel.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
It was a fun show.
That's cool.
Hi, babe.
Number 10.
Oh, we're almost at top 10.
What's that, Sean?
But, well,
Yeah.
we're at the top 10 already.
Top 10.
Yeah, we're moving along.
Yep.
Who's up?
I'll go. My top 10 is For Your Eyes Only. Like Sean said, I absolutely love the song. It's not my favorite.
Oh, nice.
I do love the song.
Pretty close on that.
Yeah, pretty much. I like the young skater, the blonde. I thought she was pretty cool in it. I liked how they had they had to climb up the mountain in order to get to the bad guy's place. I thought that was cool too. So plus, I used to watch it on cable all the time, all the freaking time.
Yes, X-Star Bill does like James Bond. Oh, I haven't never told you guys this, and I've been meaning to.
What's that?
You'll never believe what Bill has in his collection
What's that?
that he found at a secondhand store here in town. He has a movie chair, like a movie theater seat. Okay,
Right.
like one of the stadium seating kind.
Right.
And on it, it has Heineken. It's like embroidered, not embroidered, but like embossed into the leather or whatever. It says Heineken on the top. Right below that, it says 007, and there's a silhouette of James Bond.
Really?
Oh, cool.
I've been trying to get that off of him for years.
Nice.
He told me he'd leave it to me when he dies. So
maybe if you get him drunk enough, he'll be more susceptible to the idea.
Right. Or make him put it up in a bet.
Yeah, really.
So, my number 10 is Spectre.
Ooh.
I love this movie. I love this cover too. I love this back here, the skull. That's just cool.
Damn.
I really like Spectre. I love Dave Bautista in it. I love that they brought Spectre back. I was so excited when I heard this one was going to be called Spectre.
Yeah.
When
I
I
was
heard
too.
that they were bringing Spectre back and they were bringing back Blofeld, even, I was like, or they're going to bring back. I was like, yes,
That
that's
was
what I
also
want.
tied up in litigation for years, the name
Mhm.
Spectre. So, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
I have wanted this so bad, and I can't believe I love this movie. It's so much fun.
Yeah,
It's very dark too. It's a darker movie.
definitely.
So
What do you got,
There
Sean?
is some heavy stuff in there, like you said, with the death of M. And,
well, that was Skyfall. Skyfall was the death of him.
oh yeah, I'm sorry. My bad.
I also like Inspector, and at the end of Skyfall, how they kind of set up to bring it back to the old days. How the young guy that they got to play M after Judi Dench died kind of
Yeah.
looks a little bit like Bernard Shaw, and he
Yep.
sets his office up just like Bernard Shaw's office was, so you can kind of tell that it's like they're bringing it back to that,
Yeah.
And
With
I
the
love
padded
the new
wall.
Money Penny. The new
Yep.
Money Penny's just hot. I mean, she's hot. You know. So, what was your
Yeah,
number
that was
10,
cool.
Sean?
I like mine will be The Living Daylights. Yes,
Okay.
Ooh,
Timothy
all right.
Dalton cracked the top 10.
Yep.
Wow.
That's
I really enjoyed that
feel you
one,
on that one.
and that was
Hmm.
it was such a good experience for me seeing it in the theater too. I was really looking forward to it. The hype about it.
Yeah.
Right.
I like Timothy Dalton.
I do too. I thought he was a great Bond.
Like that. I wish he had a couple more.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, me too. I honestly wish we would have gotten another George Lazenby, but I guess
No.
the fans
Yeah.
just didn't like it. But the fans
Not
didn't
the
like it. They
Jason.
wanted Connery back, so Connery came back.
No. I love the story, but no. All right. Let's see.
I-
Number.
From what I was the model, he was. Did you hear that?
Who that is?
Your phone just ringing off the hook today, Jason.
I know. People like me for some reason today.
Yeah. Yes, X Star, he does. He's hideously disfigured. Bill will
Yep.
never ever show his face because he's just gruesome to look at.
All right. Let's see. We got number 9.
We're on number 9.
Golden Eye.
Still right.
Yeah, I love this movie.
Mr. Brock.
Yeah, this is my favorite Pierce Brosnan movie. Yeah, Sean Bean is great as a ex-agent out for revenge, and I just love it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's definitely one of my definitely worthy of my top 10. So,
Right.
Yeah.
I like the video game on PlayStation too.
Oh yeah, I love that game. I kick ass at that game.
That game was awesome.
All right, what do you got there, Bronco?
Mine is Sean's number 10. Mine is The Living Daylights.
Wow.
I fucking love this
Nice.
movie. I love it. This made me want more Dalton. I really like this movie.
Yeah.
So
Wow.
yeah, he was going after that arms merchant, and I just love it. And I thought it was really cool. So
Yeah, the whole thing with the army men and everything underneath of the glass. I just thought that was kind of silly, but that's just me.
no.
It reminded me of John Larroquette from Stripes for some reason. So, yeah. What you got, Sean?
So number 9 for me is The Man with the Golden Gun.
Awesome movie. Awesome movie.
I really enjoyed it, and yeah, I love Christopher. You guys know I love Christopher Lee, and I think he's an awesome villain. I think he's one of the best Bond villains.
I don't think they showed him.
Scaramanga.
Yeah, I don't think they showed him enough in it. I would like to have seen more of him.
Yeah, that's true. I'd have to agree with that.
All right.
But yeah,
I like when they were doing the karate and stuff.
yeah,
Yeah, the karate suit on, taking on the Chinese dude.
I don't know if A View to a Kill was his first movie, but it was definitely one of his earlier movies.
yeah.
I thought Rocky IV came
Yeah.
out before that.
Oh, are you talking about Dolph Lundgren?
No. View to a Kill is before Rocky IV.
Was it?
View to a Kill was Dolph Lundgren's first screen appearance.
Yeah,
So it is his first movie? Okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
Nextstar said it was, but I wasn't sure.
A Russian agent
Yeah.
in that one.
All right. If you blink, you'll miss him. He's like 2 seconds. Yeah.
Oh, I remember his death. I just watched that movie the other day. So,
Yeah.
Um,
Let's see. We had number 8.
Yep, number 8.
Number 8's probably going to be a big surprise, but there's a reason behind it. It's Moonraker.
Wow, that high?
Yep.
Oh my god.
Well, see, this was the first movie that I saw in the theaters with James Bond, so it kind of has sentimental value to me, and it's also the kind of sequel to my number 7, sort of. But yeah, it just I love this movie. I just think it's a lot of fun. It's silly, it's stupid in parts, but yeah, it's just fun.
My number 8 is going to be. I don't have this one by itself, but it's going to be The Spy Who Loved Me. I
Mhm.
love The Spy Who Loved Me.
Nice.
That's my number 8.
Mhm.
Great movie. Great movie.
Right.
Yep.
And I like the storyline of him killing the Russian spy Triple X's um uh
Fiance.
fiance, and then her going. And I love Jaws in this. Even though I didn't like him in Moonraker, I like him in this.
Yeah.
Me
What do you
too.
got, Sean?
Definitely. So my number 8 might be a shock to you guys. Never
Hey,
Say
Dave.
Never Again.
Hi.
It's actually my favorite. Hey Dave, what's up?
Hey, how's it going?
What's going on, dude?
Hey,
So
how
Dave,
you guys doing?
you a big Bond fan?
I do like some of them. My favorite is Timothy Dalton though.
I liked him. Yeah, he was a great
Yeah.
Bond. Very mean-spirited Bond.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We just all had our last picture of Dalton.
Yeah. All right, what do you got, Sean?
So my number 8 was Never Say Never Again.
Really?
I actually really like that one, even though it's the unofficial Bond, and it's a
Right.
remake of Thunderball. I thought it was a better version of Thunderball than the original.
Wow.
I thought it was a lot of fun. I like Kim Basinger as a Bond girl.
She was a great
I
Bond.
thought Connery was again.
Yeah.
It was a lot of fun stuff. I love when he uses the exploding pin to blow the dude up from the motorcycle.
Those were cool. Those were
Hey,
definitely
Dave.
I like when he throws the pea in the dude's face when he's fighting him. He's like,
cool.
Sorry I didn't say hi when you first came in, Dave. I was talking to the wife.
That's okay.
Let's see. Number 7. The unofficial prequel to Moonraker, The Spy Who Loved Me.
Pretty close on that one.
hell yeah.
Pretty close on that one. I love this movie. I just think it's fantastic. And Jaws, you're definitely right. Jaws was definitely better in this one. But I don't know.
Yeah.
All the different locations that they visited in this, it just blew me away. definitely one of the biggest Bond films ever.
Right. That's something I loved about Man with the Golden
Absolutely.
Gun.
Yeah.
Was all the different stuff or places
Yep.
they went.
Yep.
My number 7
Yeah.
is going to be GoldenEye.
Great movie.
I love GoldenEye. This is such an awesome movie. I love all the
That's my number
stuff. Is that your number 1, Dave?
Yeah.
Do you know what your
I like that one.
Do you know what your top 5 would be?
My top 5.
Well,
Let's
I was just gonna say,
say-
if you know what they are, that way when we're almost there.
Oh, okay, all right.
Might as well.
Yeah. So Dave hasn't seen all of them like we have.
Yeah.
All
God, they're fun,
26 or 25 or what?
Yeah,
Yeah.
25.
The new one is that I don't know if they're gonna keep it as the title or if it's just the working title, Bond 25.
Really?
But that's what it's called right now. But I don't know if that's gonna stay the title or if that's just the working title.
Huh.
But
When's
that's
that coming out?
they don't-
Anyway?
I was told the end of this year or sometime in summer next year. But I think they just released a teaser trailer for it. I think I can't remember.
Really? Oh wow.
Maybe
Now,
not.
is Craig going to be in this one?
Yeah, Craig's in this one. They're saying it's gonna be. It may be his last one. I hope not. That's why I'm not
Well, they
saying
said-
I want to be the next Bond because I want it to be Craig.
Yeah. Well, they said that his last one was his last
I think
one.
that's
so-
in his track.
Yeah.
Mm.
All right. What do you got, Sean, for number 7?
So my number 7 is Casino Royale with Daniel Craig.
It's a good movie.
I really like that one. That's really the only one I truly really like is from Daniel Craig is Casino Royale. I thought it was an awesome debut, great action, a great villain,
Yes.
and it's
Yes.
definitely a more serious,
How you doing,
hardcore,
kid?
kick-ass Bond. Yeah.
Come here.
Definitely.
Come here.
All right. Moving right along.
Oh,
Number 6 is guess what, Sean? Casino Royale.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, we were close.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought fantastic movie. Definitely fantastic.
Yeah.
Parkour in the beginning. Awesome.
When a chase scene too, when they're chasing each other on foot, and then they're fighting on top of that big like scaffold. Like, how high is that? Like,
It's crazy is what it is.
insane.
Yep.
mhm.
All right, what do you got, Bronco?
Jason. Once again, we are twins. Casino. Oh, that's the wrong one. Oops. Casino Royale is my
right.
is my number
That
7.
crappy one.
By the way, if anybody wants a copy of this and Quantum of Solace, one of my local stores,
Just burn it.
one of my local secondhand stores has both of these sealed for $1. Oh, can you pick those up, baby? My daughter just knocked down all my movies.
I could probably do a top 6.
Okay.
Thank you, baby.
Go, man.
My number 6 would probably be. Let me see. Maybe The Living Daylights for number 6.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's a really good one.
Most of my top ones are in no particular order. Like I just like them,
Yeah.
Right.
If I had to put them in an order,
It's hard though because they're such good. They're all really good movies. So
Yeah.
making
Yeah.
an order. What do I love? What do I love a little bit less? What do I love a little bit less than that? And so on and so forth. So, but what do you got, Sean?
We're at number 6, so it might be of a controversial one, A View to a Kill. I actually
good
love that
one.
movie.
I do too.
Like, I don't understand why people don't like it. I think it's so much fun.
I've always
Like
liked
the
that.
fighting on the ground, the scenes when they're skiing. There's so much going on. There's the blimp
We're
flying
probably
over
gonna be
above,
done
and they're
not too
fighting
long
on
from
top
now.
of the
We'll make
what is it, the Golden Gate Bridge?
Okay.
So awesome.
Mention the
I love it.
snowboard. Yeah, that's awesome. All right.
And like you said,
Well,
you had Christopher Walken was awesome as a villain, I think.
yeah, definitely. I love the end too, with the blimp and everything. It's fun.
Yeah.
Let's see. Top five. Top five. My number five.
Yeah. Oh boy.
I'm gonna get ridiculed for this one, but License to Kill.
Oh, I won't ridicule you for it.
Yeah, I love License to Kill. It has my favorite song, my favorite James Bond song, of course, by Gladys Knight. And even though it's just about drugs, I love the villain. And he's no longer with us, Robert DeVee. He's no longer with us. And the henchman, and he's played in a bunch of stuff, and I can't remember his name to save my life for some reason. But yeah, I love License to Kill. I think it's a great movie.
It's
Interesting.
okay. Yeah, I love that movie too.
What you got, Bronco?
My number five, and what may be my favorite theme song in the bunch, because it's done by one of the best bands of all time, in my opinion. Live and Let Die. I fucking love this movie.
Oh nice.
And it
Hell
has
yeah.
also, in my opinion, one of the hottest Bond girls ever, Jane Seymour.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And
Absolutely.
I just love the song that I love that the Beatles didn't write the song for this movie, but oh my god, I love it. You know.
Yeah, Paul McCartney and Wings for that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's an awesome.
Yeah, it's great. I love the setting. I love the setting of it too. You know, it's something so different for James Bond. You know,
Yeah.
dealing with voodoo guys and
Go ahead,
Right.
guys, real quick. I'm gonna order a pizza.
Okay. What do you got, Dave?
I would say, yeah,
how
I'd
about
go with
that freaky voodoo guy with the makeup and stuff?
Awesome. Yeah.
I'd go with A View to a Kill because that's the first one I really like kind of paid attention to, I think.
Really?
Yeah.
All right, I love it.
Yeah. I used to watch it a lot at the video store too when I used to put it on.
Christopher Walken's just an awesome bad guy.
Yeah. He's just creepy.
He is, yeah. And one of my
He's the
favorite
best.
parts
So is
on
Grace
the
Jones.
plane-
Freaky man.
Yeah. They have the whole Silicon Valley laid out, and they're trying to figure out who can be in.
Mhm.
And the guy doesn't want to be a part of it, so they're going to fix him a drink, and he slides right out of the plane. Oh, he stepped out. So
Yeah,
that's one of my all-time favorite
I
lines.
like that.
Oh, he had to step out. But, all right. Did you give your number five, Sean?
Not yet.
What do you got?
All right. Hey, my number five for me is On Her Majesty's Secret Service. Believe it or not.
Wow. It is a great story.
Yeah.
And tell
Yeah, that's what I like. I love seeing a different side to Bond, seeing him
Yeah.
fall in love and get married, and then and I thought Telly Savalas was great as Blofeld.
Oh yeah. Yeah, he was great.
I like Lazenby. I'll be honest, but yeah, I love and that is just like heart wrenching, you know, like gut punch, you know,
Yep. Yeah.
because there's so much build up to it. Cause spend a lot of time on the love affair, you know.
Yeah. And that car, God, they had that what is it, a Camaro? Jeez. What year Camaro is that?
Yeah.
The red Camaro? Oh, that's gorgeous. I love that car.
Definitely.
All right, let's see. Number 4.
I also like the little jab that George Lazenby gives. He's like, this never happened to the other guy.
Yeah, I like that too. That's funny. Let's see. My number 4, I'm going to get roasted for again, I'm sure. It's Quantum of Solace.
Oh man.
I just think it's a fantastic action movie, and I saw it in the theaters right before it was getting ready to leave. And even though the story's not that great to it, I just think the action is just top notch in it. It just kept me enthralled the entire time. So, yeah, that's my number 4.
I would say it's like kind of like it should have been like put at the end of Casino Royale, kind of.
Yeah, yeah,
Like it's just one continued
Yeah.
story for me.
yeah, definitely.
Mm-hmm.
But
It seemed I don't know. It seemed scattered to me. The way it was shot. You know.
what's that, Sean?
It seemed a little scattered to me the way it was filmed. You know, very jumpy.
Yeah, yeah. It's just that I love the action, and I thought the action was top notch in that one.
I love the end when he makes him walk through the desert and he just gives him the oil.
Yeah. Quart of oil.
Yeah.
Yep. You get thirsty, there you go. What do you guys got for your number
Yeah.
4?
I'll go with License to Kill.
Yeah, there we go.
Nice.
I just really like him as he's like I don't know something about him. I like him. I love him as an actor, but his body
Yeah.
was my bond.
Did you watch Dreadful, Dave?
Yeah, definitely an underrated.
Yeah.
Did you watch Penny Dreadful, the series on Showtime?
Okay,
Oh
man.
yeah, all 3
Oh, it's-
seasons. I love
Loved
it.
it.
Who's
Hey Dave, I know she have Hot Fuzz poster on your wall there.
Yep.
I love him in that.
yeah.
Slashing to do.
Yeah, with slashing prices. Awesome.
You
I'm
got
not the only
Bronco?
person that likes
Trial prices
Looney Tunes
criminal.
back in action.
What's that?
I like Dalton and Looney Tunes back in action.
Oh yeah.
Looney Tunes.
So is it my turn?
Number 4.
Yeah. I think
Number
so.
4. My number 4 is You Only Live Twice.
Wow.
I love this movie. It's so much
Wow.
fun. I love the volcano stuff, Jason. That's one of my favorite parts of it. Yeah. So, yes, Horror Man, we did say slashing. And by the way, I've already got my Slashback Saturday recorded.
There you
Alrighty.
go. I haven't watched, but I haven't recorded my review yet. What do you got, Sean?
So before it's going to be Dr. No.
Yes.
I'm actually shocked that you guys had that so low. I love
no.
that movie.
I haven't had
And
Dr. No yet.
And I love especially his introduction in the movie when he's playing cards and wearing the tuxedo. That's like smoking a cigarette. That was just classic James
Right.
Bond, you know.
Yep.
It's not Connery in the movie. It's just I don't know. There's a lot of stuff that I just found really kind of
Loved
weird.
it.
And it wasn't like I said, it felt like they really
Villain.
weren't.
Yeah, even though he's like,
Yeah, it felt like they really
cliche.
weren't into the series yet. Like they didn't really know what they were doing yet. But that's it.
So that's it.
So.
Yeah, but I love Connery's performance.
He's incredible in it.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah, Connery's awesome in that.
Number 3 is going to be Live and Let Die for me. It's one of my
Nice.
all-time favorites.
Awesome
Yeah.
movie.
My introduction to Roger Moore And yeah, it's just one of my favorites.
Yeah, that was definitely a good one for Roger Moore to debut on.
Yeah, definitely. Either that or the
Oh
man
yeah.
would have been good either way.
How about when he jumps on the top of the alligator's heads? Top of
Yeah,
their
yeah,
heads.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
And they wonder where they got Pitfall from, right?
right.
Yeah. I love that. I love the cop too. He's funny, like the old man.
Yeah. Yeah, he was good in that, and Man with the Golden
That
Gun too.
son of a bitch!
Mhm.
I'll get that son of a bitch.
That's the one part I didn't like about the movie was, and I don't know why they brought that guy back in Man with the Golden Gun.
Because he was funny.
I don't know. He was.
He's funny. Like,
I thought it was a little weird, but okay.
But what do you got, Bronco, for number 3?
My number 3 is going to be another one I don't own by itself, and that is The Man with the Golden Gun.
All right.
nice.
I love that movie. I
We-
absolutely love Christopher Lee. I love him as
Yeah.
Scaramanga. I love the fact when James Bond goes to the when they put him in the school, the kung fu school. I love when the two girls come up and kick everybody's ass. You know, I just love that movie.
It's fun. Definitely.
Awesome.
All right, what do you got, Dave?
What about Dave? We need to hear from him, right?
Well, first I gotta add a number 7. I just thought of it. The world is not enough. Yeah, I'll put the world is not enough at number 7. But what are we at, number 3?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yep,
Casino Royale.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll do Casino Royale for number 3.
definitely
That's
a
a
worthy
good one.
choice.
Nice.
All right,
You got
Jason.
Sean.
Oh, Sean. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Really at the nitty gritty now.
I know.
So who's next? Me? Or-
Yeah, you're number 3.
All right. So mine is going to be Live and Let Die. Yeah.
Yep.
So we were all pretty close on that.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, you and I both had it for number 3, Sean.
Yeah. I love that movie. It's just a classic. Amazing. Love like Brad said, just a great debut for Roger Moore.
Yep. Very much so.
And I love Jane Seymour as probably my favorite Bond girl if I had to pick one.
Really? Solitaire?
Yep.
Solitaire.
Oh, love Solitaire.
She's gorgeous, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let's see.
No,
Number
you've had
2.
enough soda today. Get a water or some juice.
It's going to be Goldfinger for me.
Mm.
Oh shit.
Yep, Goldfinger. That was the first James Bond movie I ever saw. My father, we used to have a video disc player years and years ago. You remember them, Sean? CED video disc?
Yeah. I remember.
Yeah, we used to have Goldfinger on.
I never
CD.
had one, but I remember I couldn't even afford them.
Yeah, we had Goldfinger on CED video disc. But yeah, that was the first Bond movie I ever saw. So that's definitely my number 2. I love it.
Mm.
The classic, definitely.
Yeah.
We're definitely close on that.
What's your number 2?
When you
Bron?
think of James Bond, that's definitely one of the ones.
What's that?
My number 2 will be Skyfall.
Ooh,
I
There you
love
go.
this movie so much.
Wow,
It's so good. Definitely, it may be the best Bond movie ever made. It's just not my personal favorite.
Yeah.
I mean, this is just such a great movie. I love everything about it, the production value on it. I love the setting. I love when they go to James Bond's home. You know, I mean, like
Yeah,
his
that-
actual. That's just awesome. I love the bad guy in this with the mess with his mouth all messed up. Kind of reminded me of Jaws in a way. You know,
Yeah.
he's an
Yeah.
and then also the GoldenEye storyline a little bit where it's an ex-agent who feels like he was betrayed by M.
Right. Right.
And I love Skyfall so much. It's such a good one. And you see Daniel Craig and James Bond doing stuff that he never really had to do in other movies. He had to like improvise weapons and become MacGyver and shit, you know.
That's true.
Yeah.
And I just really loved Skyfall. I love that movie. So
It's a good choice. I can't deny it.
What do you got, Sean, for number 2?
What's Dave doing?
I don't know. He disappeared. He went to Dr. Cuddles. The triumphant return of Dr. Cuddles.
Yeah.
Okay.
I will get him.
What do you got for number 2, Dave?
Same as Brad.
Oh, wow.
Nice.
Yeah.
Very,
Wow, the tie. Huh?
Yeah.
very
I know.
good.
It is
Wow.
probably the best James Bond movie.
As far as story goes, yeah, that and Her Majesty's Secret Service are definitely my 2
Yeah.
favorites.
I still got to see
Yeah.
Spectre though. I've never seen Spectre.
Really? It's pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah. Number 2, Skyfall.
It's not as good as Skyfall.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. What do you got, Sean?
My number 2 is Goldfinger.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
There you go, Sean.
Yeah.
Again.
You had that too, right? As number 2.
Yeah, that was my number
All
2
right.
as well.
Great,
It's the first
great
James
minds
Bond
think
movie I ever
alike.
saw.
Yeah, one of the best.
Yeah, definitely. Art Goldfinger is one of the best villains in Odd Job. He's just awesome. Yeah. Honorable
Yeah, it's
Mention.
classic.
It's almost the perfect. It
In
might
every
be
way, it's
the
just
James Bond movie.
awesome. Sean Connery's awesome.
Yep.
It's just complete awesome.
So we got our number
X-Star,
1.
the blood spatter trio will always be me, Sean, and Hellhound. And
Yeah.
we're just on hiatus right now
Yeah.
because we had some personal stuff for some of us that we had to be taken care of. That's all.
Yeah, it brought me exciting for this, huh? Got me excited.
Yeah.
All right.
Uh,
Number 1. Number 1.
Go ahead, Jason.
Doctor No. Doctor No.
Oh, yeah.
Which Jason said he doesn't have, so there you go, Jason. Doctor No.
I have it. It's just
Oh yeah,
downstairs. I
you
couldn't
just didn't
find
have,
it.
I mean, you didn't have it to show.
Yeah, it's in my dungeon.
All right.
So yeah, Doctor No is just awesome. I love everything about it.
Very nice.
Our introduction, Sean Connery. The villain is just so cool. When he's in that room, when the guy's in that room and he's talking to him all low and scary, it's incredible. The whole movie's just
Yeah.
awesome.
It's classic.
Yep.
Another one they bit off for Austin Powers when he wears the spacesuit thing.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes. Yes. Yep. All right, what do you got, Bronco? Number 1.
My number 1 is a movie that when they released it on Blu-ray, I had to run out and buy the Blu-ray right away because it's my favorite James Bond film of all time. It's the movie where I feel Connery really came into the role. Like he had the role down by this point. And this is my favorite James Bond film of all time, and that is Goldfinger.
Oh yeah.
I
Nice.
just love this. I love the movie. I love the bad guy. I love
Yep.
Odd Job. I love the theme
Are you?
song. You know, and it's actually one of only 3 of James Bond's theme songs that actually was a number 1 hit. The other 2 are Live and Let Die and the one that Adele did for Skyfall, which is called Skyfall.
Wow.
And I just, oh God, I love
That's a
this
great
movie so
thing.
much.
Yeah, it's awesome. Good old Shirley Bates.
I totally agree with that. Connery really owned the character in the second take, you know.
He did. Yeah, definitely.
Mhm.
The whole male chauvinism came out and everything like that.
My favorite line is
Yeah.
what he says. What's he say? I'm not going to get it exactly right, but he says, "Drinking Dom Perignon below 32 degrees is simply, or 38 degrees, is simply uncivilized. It's like listening to the Beatles without earmuffs."
Yeah.
I just loved it.
Awesome.
What do you got, Dave?
GoldenEye.
Yeah. John
It's just
Bean.
Wow.
it's
cool.
fun. It's got a great villain.
Yep.
It's funny.
Mhm.
Just it's all around. Just it's got two great villains, like Famke Jensen
Mhm.
and Sean Bean
And what was her name?
and Famke Jensen. Freaking squeeze him his mixed legs a lot.
Ivana
No,
Humpalon or something?
Ivana hump a lot.
Ivana, huh?
I love it.
Something.
I won the hump a lot.
What's her? She had a great name though.
Mhm.
She did. She did.
She'd kill
I
people
can't
with her
remember.
legs. Yeah.
What about the name of the girl?
Oh, man.
Goldfinger.
Yep.
Huh?
Pussy galore. Yep.
No.
See Gloria.
Yeah. I like when she said it too, and he's like, "Of course it is. Of course that."
Mhm. Yeah, and only in a James Bond movie can you get away with that shit.
Exactly. What do you got, Sean? What's your number one, babe?
The Spy Who Loved Me. Yeah.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. I
That's a
can't.
great
My
movie.
all-time.
This
favorite. I
list
love
is,
that movie.
these lists are so long I can't even remember what we all named yet now. So your number one is a surprise to me.
It's an awesome movie, though. It is fantastic.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Oh,
Oh yeah, I think it's Roger Moore's best easily, and I love the villains. Jaws is freaking amazing. I love the fight scenes he has with them. I like
Yep.
how he just keeps coming back every time, no matter what he does to him.
I love the big
I like when
battle
they're fighting
scene.
on the train. Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah.
They back into him and push him up against the wall.
You guys feel up to ranking the bonds?
Did Dave give his number one? Dave, what was your number one?
oh,
Oh,
GoldenEye.
you did GoldenEye.
Right.
Yes, you did.
Actually, I looked up Famke Jensen's name. Her name was Xenia Onatapa.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, you know,
Like
you know on the top.
they let
Yeah.
their 5-year-old pick that name.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, so yeah, let's rank the bonds, guys.
All right. Now, are we going to do, is everybody going to do their list separately, or are we going to go like we've been doing?
We can just do it one at a
Oh,
time if you
man.
want, the way we've been doing.
All right. You want to go from least favorite to favorite?
Yeah.
Okay. My least favorite is George Lazenby, without a doubt. I just thought his acting was terrible, but I do love the story, and I do love Telly Savalas. And towards the end of the movie, he kind of comes into his own, but he was just very green in that movie, in my opinion.
Right.
I don't think he was really meant to be an actor, but
Well, yeah, he was a stunt man. I mean,
right.
yeah.
Wasn't he a professional diver too?
Yeah, he was.
Yeah. What's your
My
favorite?
least favorite is also going to be Lazenby, but honestly, it's just because he only did the one movie and we didn't really get to see anything else from him. So,
Yeah, it's understandable.
you know, Sean.
I'm gonna have to agree because I do like him, but he only had the one movie, so you only have one movie to judge him by. So.
Right.
Didn't he get some kind of a blood disease or something?
And
I don't know. I never heard that. I don't know.
I agree with that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I figured
Lazenby's-
Lazenby would be the worst out of, not the worst, but the least favorite.
No.
It's kind of hard to judge after only one movie. You know.
Yeah, very true. Very true. Which is the reason why my next one is Dalton, because
Mhm.
I love him as Bond, but he was only in 2. So,
Yeah.
again,
Mm.
I thought he should have gotten so many more because I thought he was a great James Bond.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think
Yeah.
he was just, I think he was dropped when, word came that Pierce Brosnan was available. So, I had a feeling that was probably what happened. But
Yeah, probably.
My number
Yeah.
5 is also going to be Dalton, and just for the same thing, we got
Yeah.
2 movies. That's it. So, which I don't think is a shock to anybody. I think pretty much, there's so.
They were 2 solid movies, though. No doubt about that.
X-Star, I'm sorry, your least favorite is Goldfinger.
Ooh,
We can't
What?
we can't all have good taste.
You gotta be kidding me.
I'm just kidding, bro. You like what you like. I'm just playing.
Come on.
You follow my channel long enough, you'll know I love to joke around with people. So
all right. What do you got there, Sean or Dave?
Even though he's in my favorite one, I'm gonna go with Pierce Brosnan.
Yeah, that's understandable.
Because like it, as fun as GoldenEye was, and as The World Is Not Enough is, like they got silly as shit. You
Yeah,
know.
they did.
it,
They definitely
To
did.
put it
was
mildly.
either it was either hit or miss on those
I don't
ones.
think they got any more silly than the Moore movies, but
Yeah, but it was the '80s too, so
yeah, it was the
80s
'90s, and
silly all the way around.
actually, I always thought the Brosnan ones were pretty serious. I didn't never see them as silly. Even Die Another Day, I've never thought of as silly.
Well, it's definitely got one of the darkest openings, that's for sure.
Yeah.
But
And like the bad guy in The World Is Not Enough that has the bullet drilling into his brain. I mean, that's freaking that's pretty weird. That's hard shit,
That's
But,
badass. Yeah, that's probably why I like that one so much.
right. So, what about you, Sean?
what do you got, Sean?
I'm gonna agree with Dave on that one. Pierce Brosnan.
Really?
I was actually kind of disappointed because I liked it in Remington Steele or whatever. I think it's more because I don't like the movies
Right.
that much. They're way over the top,
Wow.
and that kind of hurts it for me.
Yeah. Yeah, that's understandable. Definitely understandable.
I guess the special effects at the time really didn't help its cause at all. You know.
I agree with that. I
Yeah.
definitely agree with that.
Mm.
Yeah, my next one actually is Brosnan.
No.
I thought he was a great Bond,
Oh, so-
but his movies are kind of meh for me. They're just, except for
Yeah.
Goldeneye. I love Goldeneye, but the rest of them are kind of just, okay.
Right.
Bond movie. So,
Yeah.
what do you got, Bronco?
Like I said, if we would have been doing this list 15 years ago, this guy would have been my number 1. But actually, my number 4 is also Brosnan.
Yeah.
I love Brosnan. I think he's a great Bond. I think he embodied that smooth, kind of Bond, that suave Bond, better than
I agree.
any of the others except for Connery.
Yeah.
He just was that
Right.
suave character. He was really good, and I really liked him. But it's just over the years now, I've come to appreciate the other 3 much more.
Yeah.
But yeah,
What do you got, Dave?
Oh, Roger Moore.
Yeah, that's understandable.
Not bad. Like these are like, it's just like, I don't know. It doesn't take anything away from Roger Moore. You know what I mean?
Right.
no, it doesn't.
Yeah,
I mean,
gotcha.
Yeah,
All-
it's just the order it goes in.
these guys are Bonds for a reason. I mean, well, with except maybe Lazenby. I mean, they were Bonds for a reason.
The redheaded stepchild of the group.
Right.
What do you got there, Sean?
Let's say Timothy Dalton.
Wow.
I like him better than Pierce Brosnan. I thought he was more serious, more intense, and
It was definitely a darker Bond.
plus he had the charm about him too. You know, I thought he's a better actor to me than Pierce Brosnan.
Wow.
He was the first dark Bond, and Bond hasn't been dark since until Craig.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, let's see. Number 3. My number 3 is Roger Moore. And he probably ranks as high as he does because that was my Bond growing up.
Yeah.
I just thought his movies were just so much fun. Yeah. But
that's also mine. We're still right there with each other, Jason. And I think with Roger Moore I think I have the most fun with his movies, you know?
yeah. Yep.
And also, but like back in the day, like like I said, if you would ask me this before Craig was in the Bonds, and when back in the day, I would have put Roger Moore as my least favorite.
Really?
Because of the campiness of the movies. It wasn't until later that I really got into that and got an appreciation for that.
Yeah.
So. Dave, are you sleeping again, or is that just your picture?
I might have frozen up. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay.
Yeah, I think your little picture froze there.
What do you got, Dave?
Just because, like, what the time around I got into it, that would be like I'd put Sean Connery here.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I need to delve more into like the backlog,
Yeah.
Yeah.
My top 3 are all very close. I really like all 3 of these guys so much.
Yeah.
So,
What do you got, Sean?
Yeah, I agree, Brad. This is tough. It really is. I'm gonna go Daniel Craig at number 3.
I knew it.
But I think he is fantastic. He's a great actor, and he represents the most badass James Bond for sure.
Yeah.
And like I said, maybe the darkest
James
now. He's pretty dark, even in and it kind of started with Casino Royale. At the very beginning, where he's trying to get his license to kill.
Yeah.
I mean, he is just flat out emotionless in those scenes.
Love. Let's see. My number 2 is Daniel Craig. I just think he's a great Bond, and it pains me to put him before Moore, but I just think he's just really Bond.
He's really proved himself.
Yeah, I think so too. The movies may not be the best, but I do like him as James Bond. But
the only reason I'm putting this person as number 2 is because I have to pick a number 2. But honestly, these 2 are pretty much tied for me. And my number 2 is Sean Connery.
Wow. Ooh.
Yeah.
There you go.
And it's funny too, because actually Connery's movies, the movies are not always on the highest end of my thing. But like I said, Goldfinger is my favorite. You Only Live Twice is my favorite. Is one of my favorites. But like Connery himself, I mean, the guy invented James Bond. He invented that coolness.
Yep.
He's just he is James Bond, flat out. He is Bond. He always will be Bond. But yeah, it's so hard for me to choose between these 2. So,
what do you got, Dave?
Daniel Craig.
Nice.
Well, that only leaves except for Dave. Dave only has one choice left, and
It's Sean's turn for his number 2. I know who this is going to be. I already know this answer.
Sean, you still there?
I bet you don't.
I bet I do.
Sean Connery.
No,
That's number
really?
Yeah, I knew he was going to say that. I knew he was going to
I
say
did
that.
not know that. Wow. I understand it,
Yeah, I
though.
love,
I mean, like
but
I said,
I love him. I think it's awesome. It's
Roger
just,
Moore was our Bond growing up.
I'll get
so
into that
I-
next one. I'll get into that next.
yeah.
I just walked out there.
That's my number one. My number one is Sean Connery.
You
I
can't
think he
find
had
it.
the
Nice.
best 2 movies, definitely. And like Brad said, he is that character for me. So, yeah.
Yeah.
No.
But who you got, Brad?
I have to give it to Craig, guys. I have just become such a huge fan of him. And it's
He's
so
a good
funny,
actor.
too, because when he first got the role, I was one of those people that said, like I said, I don't like us messing with established characters, right?
Yep. Same
When
way.
I heard that Daniel Craig was going to play him, a blonde James Bond,
Yep.
I was like, no.
I felt the same way.
But I will say this: he was never really blonde in these movies. He's kind of like a dirty brown or a dirty blonde, maybe. Like. But yeah, I love Casino Royale was great. Quantum of Solace was but it was Skyfall. Skyfall just made him my favorite Bond.
We got Dave.
Timothy Dalton.
Of course. He's awesome.
I knew you were gonna say it. I was like, damn. Wow.
He is
I
awesome.
don't know. Yeah, I just love him.
Yeah, he was your first Bond.
Yeah.
Wish he would have done more Bonds. I definitely wish he would have done more movies.
Mine
Or
was
like at
Bronco.
least like
No. Get down.
Uh-oh.
Kitty.
What do you got, Sean?
Well, I guess you know who my number one is.
Of course.
Roger Moore. I gotta show love to my boy Roger Moore. I grew up watching him and idolized him. I wanted to be James Bond because of Roger Moore. And
Indeed.
like Brad was saying earlier about suaveness and the charm, to me, Roger Moore absolutely represents that better than anybody.
Yeah.
Talking about being the ladies' man, and
Yep.
his movies, like Brad's saying, are more fun. And I guess I just like the fun James Bond, but he can kick some ass when he needs to, and he can be serious when he needs to be. Plus, he can get the one-liners in there. And it's so much fun. Like, I love the charm, and I just love him. I just think he's such an awesome Bond. It's just me,
Did you give a tip, babe?
It hurt me to put him at 3. Let me tell you, it really did because like I said, you and I
You
grew up
added it
with
together,
Roger
right?
Moore, our Bond. So
Yeah, whatever.
it killed me to put him as number
Yeah,
3.
true.
But
Yeah. They are
Like,
very,
but
very
I
well
still
tied
love
for
him
me.
when I go back to watch it.
Yeah, I love Roger Moore. I love Sean Connery, and I love Daniel Craig. They're like this close to me for my ranking.
yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I agree. That's really tough for me to decide that.
Well, gentlemen, it has definitely been fun.
But I gotta be honest.
Say again, Sean. I'm sorry.
Yeah, they had me on, guys. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I'm glad we all did this. It was fun.
I didn't expect everybody to join in. I knew Dave wanted to come in, but he said he wasn't going to do the ranking. But
he did.
A really cool topic, something I could really.
well, eventually, I will actually get every single one of these movies reviewed as well.
Yeah,
Eventually.
I think I'm gonna do.
Wow, that's quite a task.
I'm not going to put any time limit on these. These are going to be when I feel like doing one, I'll do one. But I will do them in order as well.
Yeah, I would probably do that too.
Just because I mean, yes, my channel is a horror channel, but I do other stuff too. And I love the James Bonds. I love these movies so much.
Me too.
You know, it's funny too, is it's only been over like the last 10 years that I've really fallen in love with them. I mean, I liked I always liked them, but I really fell in love with them over the last 10 years.
Yeah.
In fact,
I
I'm going to watch
always
one.
loved them
Take it off
since
here.
I was a little kid.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too. Me too, Sean.
So.
So, Dave, I got to watch your review for Doom Room, man.
I was just about to ask.
What?
Did you? I know Brad got it in, but did you get it in?
I did. I watched it last night.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Yeah, and
you
I
think?
thought about doing it as
Out
well.
of curiosity.
I liked it. I was very artistic, but I liked how it was like a stage play,
Right.
and I guessed like half the twist,
Don't tell me
but
yet.
I didn't guess what like how it. I knew it was what it was, but I didn't know how it was
No, babe, you're
achieved.
fine.
You know.
Right.
But I liked it a lot. It was like it's beautiful. Like I love the costumes and the set decorations and stuff, and the
I'm
color
not
palette.
check that
You
out.
know?
The first half an hour of the movie, I was having trouble with it.
Yeah,
But once they started explaining things, I started liking it more and more and more. And, you know, who doesn't like Debbie Rochon walking around with her nipples hanging out throughout half the movie?
yeah.
Right, right.
So,
Definitely not a movie for the kids.
no, definitely not. There's some rough stuff in there. Some definitely rough stuff in there. But I saw that you put up that review today, and I was like, wow, I just watched that last night. It'd be fun to see what he thought about that and bounce it off of him. But very artsy movie.
Yeah.
Cool.
But and I looked up some of the stuff that the guy did, and I mean, he's not a joke. He's legit. So,
Nice.
but
Yeah, definitely like looks like professionals, made it, and the acting is like I couldn't name like a bad actor in that movie,
top notch.
Yeah.
You know, the one thing I didn't like, and I'm not trying to spoil this for anybody, but you got the whole thing with the guy with his mouth sewn shut was speak no evil, and the lady was see no evil.
Yeah.
But they didn't really have hear no evil. You know what I mean?
You're spoiling it.
A little bit more.
It could have been
So,
the one
yeah.
person who was saying, "Don't say that."
Yeah,
I don't know.
yeah,
I don't.
right,
I think
right.
it. Yeah. Brad's gonna
But
watch
yeah.
Yeah, you're spoiling it, guys.
it.
No, you will not.
We're not spoiling.
I don't know if you like it, Brad. I don't know if you like it. If you like artsy movies, it's really, really good. It's you have to commit to watching it.
I think you like it because it's like a stage play, and we both
I
like
like
plays.
good movies.
Yeah.
I like artsy movies if they're good.
And it's
Yeah.
like a stage play, so we used to do plays. So
Yeah.
Right.
And the acting was fantastic. Fantastic.
yeah.
That must have been a tough movie to do. That's all I can say. That was must have been a acting.
Sean, what do you got coming up?
I don't really have any immediate plans, honestly. Not that I can think of at the moment.
Well, I get it. I know you had to take a step back here, so that's cool.
Yeah.
And I
Dave?
still am, I am maybe slowing down a bit, but
Right.
I'll still do things here and there, like this. This was so much fun. Thank you.
Oh no,
I'm so
dude! I'm
glad
glad
you
you
got
were
to
able
it.
to stop in and had some time. I loved having you here.
Yeah, man. Definitely. Dave too.
Yep. So, and I'm
Just
glad we
like-
could share this. I knew when I told you guys a few weeks ago that we were going to be doing this, and we got into this big conversation on our chat, together about James Bond.
Yeah.
I was like, man, I would love to get all these guys involved, but I just didn't think it was possible. So,
Yeah. Thank you guys so much for coming in. That's so awesome.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So glad I did.
no, you're fine.
I was
just thought
trying to
you were
get you in there
dreaming.
this morning, Sean. I wasn't trying to put the
Yeah,
pressure
I
on
know.
you, but I know you're a big James Bond fan like
No,
I
it
am.
just
So
inspired me. You
Yeah.
guys inspired me to do. Because I love James Bond, watching my whole life.
Joe, I'm
Yeah.
very interested in joining. It would have to be when I got off work, probably, but I'm definitely interested. Joe wants to know if anybody's interested in joining a stream he's got coming up on Friday, maybe.
Oh yeah,
So.
definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Joe, I wanted to ask you. I can't remember now who did it. I think it was Jay Super Awesome. Who did the one that's got Warwick Davis in it this week? I want that movie. You said that you've seen physical copies of it.
I saw
I've
it
ne-
years ago. I didn't see the movie years ago. I remember the cover though.
Well, he said that he's seen them around lately. Joe, if you see that movie out and about, please get it for me, and I'll pay you for it.
What movie are we talking about?
Because I can't even remember.
Skinned Alive,
Skinned
yeah.
Alive. Yeah.
Really?
I need to
Oh,
see
yeah,
that.
James Charles
Yeah.
did that. Yeah.
I need to see that.
Yeah,
So,
me too. Me too. Yeah, if you find a copy of that as well, because I've never seen that one, and I love the cover. So
I'll probably do my first Slashback Saturday. That's a shot on video film, and Joe will probably know which one I'm talking about. But
uh-oh.
but I think I'll be the only one that'll pick that one. So
For your
Should
shot
Joe-
on
Joe-
video,
yeah, first shot on video Slashback Saturday pick.
that would be awesome.
It's got Wednesday Addams, isn't it? The original Wednesday Addams.
The original Wednesday. Wow.
Yeah, in the '80s, she liked to get naked a lot in movies.
nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Joe, if you would, I'd really appreciate it if you see it. I'm gonna look for it too. But the only reason I asked is because I heard you say that you see it all the time. So if you do, I would really appreciate it.
Yeah, me too.
I gotta say, you guys are something else with your knowledge of slashes.
It's like I went to slasher
Like-
college.
like
What I'm doing
Wikipedia.
this week,
Yeah.
I'll give you a hint of what mine is, but please don't say it if you know it. But mine is from 1963.
For this week?
Ah, there you go.
I bet you I know what it is,
Great choice.
but I won't say. it.
I'm like the only one here that doesn't know what's going on here. I cannot think of this movie to save my life.
I'll tell you later, Jason. I just don't want to give it away to everybody else. Joe
Yeah,
knows.
I've-
He's already like, I got it.
I got it. All you had to say was 1963, and then I know what the theme
Famous
is.
director. Famous director. Right?
Oh, Jason, in my finds video that I put up today.
Yeah.
I know a lot of you guys call them updates. I call them find videos because I find it, you know.
Right.
But I actually found one of the Boggy Creek movies.
Did you really?
Yep.
Is it Boggy Creek 2? The Legend Continues?
Yep.
Really?
Yep. On DVD.
Pizza.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
Chicago style pizza from a place called Pizza 9.
Nice.
They're really fucking expensive and their pizza's decent. But I don't know if it's worth the price I pay. But
Is it
you know.
crispy and soft at the same time?
mm-hmm.
Ah.
Well, that about wraps it up, I think, doesn't it?
Yep, pretty much. Dave, do you have anything coming up you wanted to talk about?
I'm gonna be doing because I did the latest American Guinea Pig movie. Well, not the latest one. There's part 4 out, but I still gotta buy that one. But
So,
I'm gonna go back and do part 1 and 2 now because
I gotta check those out. I'd never even heard of them.
yeah.
I mean, of course, I've heard of like what you were talking about before, like Faces of Death. You know, I've seen all those,
yeah,
but I've never even heard of the guinea pig ones.
they're
Yeah, I
like
think isn't it called Bouquet of Guts and Gore or something?
yeah.
like
Part
that?
1 for American Guinea Pigs, Bouquet of Guts and Gore.
Okay.
It's kind of like the reintroduction. It's almost like a take on Flowers of Flesh and Blood, which was the first
Okay.
one from Japan.
Cool.
But it's a whole bouquet.
I've heard a lot of good things about it.
Bouquet of blood and guts.
Yeah. I've been talking to the director on like Facebook and stuff, and he's like, I wonder what you would think about the other ones. I'm like, I'll tell you.
Yeah, yeah. Definitely.
But they're like movies that like they're kind of like the sort of movie that you would try to like eat dinner to when you were a teenager to see if you could take it, you know?
I still do that.
Yeah.
Yep.
I can imagine.
Yeah, just like try to like a rite of passage. Like if you can like keep it in your stomach, then you passed.
Well, you know what's funny is like the gore and stuff like that doesn't bother me. But do you know what does? I think I told you this, Jason, the other day.
What's that?
The one thing that made me almost throw up in a movie is when I was eating is when in Goldmember when he picks the skin off his neck and he puts it in his mouth. That just grossed me the fuck out, and I almost threw up everywhere. And I was eating pizza.
Oh,
Yeah, there was only two things that almost made me throw up, like film wise. One of them was Antichrist. At the end of it,
oh,
when she's
really?
just going like whole hog on,
Yeah.
I was like, "Whoa!" Or just
I'm
like
surprised it wasn't the
The
part
one
with
that
the
almost
hits him in his manhood with the
with the block of wood.
rock.
Just, stop it! Stop it! Stop it! Stop it! Stop it! And then gets the scissors out, and you're like, no, stop! Make the movie stop.
That movie was hard to watch. Very hard to watch. Brilliantly acted, though. I mean, but it's really
it's
hard.
beautiful. The movie's beautiful.
Yeah.
Oh, and then the second one was
I'd have to
Groundhog.
say that
Yeah,
Like while you were doing it, or
while
what?
we were filming the scene where he gets cut in half.
Yeah.
I started like coughing and like gagging. I'm like, what's wrong with me? What's broken here? What that? I'm like, I guess this is right. This must be right.
You're all like, I know it's just corn syrup. What the
you
hell?
know you're doing something
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
Mhm.
It was partly exhaustion, partly like cold, partly my mind playing tricks on me.
Yeah, I bet. That must have been a hell of an experience.
And the
Yeah,
screaming,
you did great
dude.
with
The
that.
screaming got way worse than it was that I edited into the movie.
Really?
Like he screamed like he was dying. Yeah.
Wow.
He made Sam think Sam was actually cutting him in half.
Well, he was. We all know you were just filming a snuff film. Don't worry.
Yeah, we were just chopping him in half. We had to glue him back together afterwards.
Yeah.
My
All right,
favorite
guys, well-
gore scene. Never mind.
No, go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead, brother.
No, my favorite gore scene in that movie is when you see the flashbacks of the girl cut in half, and he sees her in his
Yep.
dreams, and he sees her severed body.
Mhm.
Yeah, that one. I gotta make a director's cut or something like that. Because there's
How
so
did you do
there's-
that, by the way? Did you put her down in like the ground, or did you like?
Oh, and we cut a hole in the bed.
Nice.
Yeah, we just had her kneel on the floor. Just covered her in guts. Yeah.
That's nasty.
And then there was raw chicken to it, which wasn't a good idea.
Ooh.
Oh.
Yeah, that wasn't my call. That was the special effects guy's call. Yeah. It's like, this will be a good idea.
That's okay. I used to go to guar shows where they would throw meat onto the crowds, and then
Yeah.
stop doing that.
Nice.
Pretty good, Terry. We just finished our list. Actually, we were listing all the James Bond films in rank. We were ranking them all. Well, guys, I definitely want to thank you guys for doing this with me. I really appreciate it. It was a lot of fun. I'm glad to share my love of the franchise with other people, including my best friends. So that's really awesome.
Thank you, dude.
Thank you.
Thank you, man.
So I'm sorry for those people that just came into the chat. Terry, I know you just joined us, but I think we're going to be signing off here. Guys, if you'll stick around for just a second, I'm going to sign us off. I want to thank Horrific Nightmares JM, Jason. I want to thank Sean Erschen from the horror and the sci-fi corner. And I want to thank Dave Maggot, who is just Dave Maggot.
Not just Dave Maggot.
He is the Dave Maggot. He is the man.
Hey.
But thank you guys very much for joining me. Is there anything you wanted to say or do?
Good night, everybody. out there in
Good night.
the chat,
YouTube land.
Night,
out
everybody.
there in the YouTube lands.
Stick around for just a second, guys.
Okay.